All right, guys, so here we are. Gonna talk a quick bit about the allocations in the Philippines. Might be all of Southeast Asia, not 100% sure, but look at the numbers right over here. See all these numbers right here? There we go, right over here. All right, so quick rundown really quick. You guys just want to know about the allocations, how they are doing in Asia, Southeast Asia, like I said, or just in Philippines in general. Premium collection. This is not the ultra premium collection. This is the smaller box. I didn't order them. They never really get good allocations. You see right here, 4.17%, which means you would have to order. Let me get my calculator out, and you would have to order. You'd have to order about 24 boxes to get one. Yeah, no one's gonna, especially because if you don't know. This is not a thing in the US, I know for the most part, but out here, you have to put down a 30% down payment in order to order something, which means, and it's not normal in other places, it's just here. So pretty much everyone treats in Southeast Asia or Philippines, if you're gonna be doing any pre-orders, you're pretty much, they can treat you as a bank loan. Yeah, I'm calling people out who have to do the 30% down payment. You're pretty much a bank loan. But we all have to do it, so what can you do? That's just how it is here. You think it's crazy? That's pretty much how it is. Ultra Premium Collection, that is the big one, the Charizard with the promos and stuff. The one that is completely nosediving right now in price. You can look it up. Matter of fact, I'll put it up here right now so you can take a look. The UPC is just in a nosedive right now in terms of the cost. And you know what? I already saw it coming. If my pre-order didn't go through, I am not picking up any on the market for a very long time. It's just gonna keep going down. Why? It's not a special set, like in terms of packs. It's just Phantasmal Flames and maybe a couple other assorted packs. It's not a special set. It's not like the Prismatic Evolution. It's not like any of the 151 and stuff like that. This is just like the old Charizard UPC back in 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. It had the Charizard 3 alt arts, and yeah, that was nothing special because it just had packs and alt arts, and it's just gonna flood the market. You see them already in Costco and maybe Sam's Club and Walmart, and they're gonna have bundle deals and all that stuff. And that thing is gonna drop down to the ground for quite a while, and then it'll eventually climb up, just like the old Charizard one did. But yeah, but 31%, which means you technically had to order 4 to get 1. 3 if your store was generous, because you would be at like a 93%. And you were just shy of 100%, but maybe that was enough. Who knows? Trainer boxes over here, 18.5%, which means you would have to order about 6 to get 1. So you'd have to order 12 to get your pair. You know, pretty horrendous numbers. Build and battle box, you would have to order 15 of them to get 1. These numbers are bad. The sleeve booster packs seem to always be, for the most part, you know, you get a good allocation on those. I generally can understand why sleeve packs get more allocation. It's easy to distribute, easy to put out there. A lot more people get their hands on them because there's going to be a plentiful amount of them versus a booster box. You know, one person, 36 packs versus 36 sleeve booster packs. Charge a little more. There's an assortment of them. If stores limit it, then more people get them. So obviously, it makes sense that if you see more of these, but that doesn't correlate well with check lane blisters, because they're kind of the same thing, except check lane blisters have a promo or 2 or 3, and then usually maybe a coin, but it's only 4.17%. So that really confused me. Yeah. Booster boxes, 16.66%. I think previously in ME01, the Mega Evolutions, I believe it was 13%? Something like that. Let me see. If I did the math, I think it was 13%. Someone can correct me. I think it was 13%. I think I got 3 boxes out of my 24 boxes I ordered. So maybe something like that. It's a little bit higher. I expected it to be a little bit higher. They're saying that it's gonna be a bit higher. 3-pack blisters. I really need to go back and get those again because I love 3-pack blisters, but 20%. I don't remember the previous numbers, but 20%. I mean, again, this is one of those things that they probably want to give higher allocations out because it's easier to get more of those out for customers. If you 36 packs worth of 3-pack blisters, that means there's 12 3-pack blisters. If you limit it to 2 or 3 per customer, then more people are happy. So I can understand why allocations for sleeved and blisters generally are higher. All right, now we're done with that. Now let me show you something extremely crazy that I saw on when I was reading some articles and blew my mind. All right, let's look right over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now putting out job applications for standing in line to get packs, and specifically we are looking for mall employees. So what does that mean? That means that they're trying to bypass the regular customers that will stand in line. They're looking for employees that can get into the malls early and stand in line. So, you know, look here. We're looking for mall employees who work inside malls in Metro Manila to help us with a special task on November 14th. What's that special task? Getting in line for Phantasmal Flames, because yeah, you need a job application for that now, looks like. Location, Metro Manila, 9:45, 10:45, Toy Kingdom. If you're in another country, Toy Kingdom is pretty much a Toys R Us. So we kind of have two kinds of Toys R Us here. We have Toys R Us and Toy Kingdom. And I know when Toys R Us was going out of business or was really cutting down low in US, there was still plenty of Toys R Us's here. Yeah, if you look over here, must be a current employee of the mall. It could be a kiosk, selling food, whatever. As long as you work in the mall to get into the mall early, they're paying you to get in line early. And screw all the regular customers. That's and then it says pays 300 pesos per hour, so roughly about $5, a little more than $5 an hour for people in the US if you're looking at the thing, per hour. Additional incentives will be provided for successfully purchasing specific products. Only mall employees who can access the mall before opening hours are eligible. And you know what it says at the very bottom? Heroes required, 5. So they're looking to hire 5 Phantasmal Flames heroes. Yeah, you can understand the utter BS in that, and the fact that you're hiring people to cut out more kids and more customers who are gonna wait in line. And this ties into another article, which another post I saw, which I cut off all things here. But if you look over here, all right, it says right here, and I'll read it for you. Good morning. We waited in line from 2 a.m. until morning in order to secure at least one item from ME2 Phantasmal Flames release. There's a lot of people waiting in lines. However, we're asked to leave the line because the security guards came in and told them to leave the line. Maybe they're trying to maybe there's too many people rowdy, maybe all people all over the place. Leave in line. After lining up again, we later discovered that there were employees already lined up from the collective base at the same location we were initially queued up at. We would like to clarify that we are not against them lining up. We simply want the process to be fair, especially since we arrived early and patiently waiting to secure our place in line. So generally speaking, employees are coming in, ties in with this one over here. You're hiring the heroes, and then the security guard kind of pushes the people, the customers, the kids out of the line, and when they come back, oh, employees are in line. Now, like I said, they're not getting mad that employees get in line because employees are collectors too. All right, employees are collectors. The problem is when you get favoritism by security guards saying, hey, get out of here. Get out of here, we're cleaning it up. And you come back and all of a sudden all the workers, all the employees got the cut in line. That's definitely not fair. That's definitely a bunch of bull. But I just wanted to bring this to light to show you guys, you know, we have some crazy stuff going on and some outlandish things going on in the Philippines too with people trying to get product. It's not, you don't see as much fighting as you do in in the US, in GameStops and Costco's and the videos you've seen there. However, I've heard about some punches being thrown in certain places, and there's some videos of people doing like a freaking sprint run to Toys R Us and Toy Kingdom. You could probably catch those there in some posts on there, but this is all I want to talk about. This post right here, this one is just super crazy. It kind of like blew my mind that people are putting up job applications for this stuff. But let me know what you guys think down below on what you guys think about people putting up job applications to get Phantasmal Flames. Anyways, I'm out. You guys take care. Yay! Game 5.